and that is When Dimple Met Rishi, and this is the wrong book. Hello everybody, my name is Kelsey and we're about to get very nerdy with a tag. Again. If you guys have been following for a while, you will know that last year, kind of around this time, I want to say, I created a tag called the Favorites Right Now tag. So I thought it was just a lot of fun, and it changes every single year, that I thought I would do a part 2 to it. So this is the 2019 version, and I have added a couple questions, not that many, just like I think 2. So I will definitely link the video that I did last year up and around and down or something if you didn't watch it. But basically I created this because I thought it would be fun, and everyone has depending on how, like, where you are in your life, your like what you think is your favorite totally changes. Kind of got a two different parts. One is specifically books and one is like bookish things. Let's just get right into it and do a part 2 to the tag, because I don't think any of my answers are the same. A whole new set of answers for a whole new year. The first question is, what is your favorite book that you are currently reading? And as of recording this, the one that I have chosen is The Love and Lies of Rakhshat Ali. I probably totally butchered this name. And I'm not that far into it, but I have been, like, when I have been sitting down to read it, I've been getting through it pretty quickly. And I love what it's about, you know, with pushing not only like sexuality norms, but also like religion norms and just all of that. I'm really, really intrigued by what I've read so far, and I'm only about 50, almost 60 pages into it, but I'm really, really enjoying it so far, and I can't wait to see what is to come. That's okay, just throw the book, Kelsey. The next question is your favorite nonfiction book right now, and mine is Becoming by Michelle Obama. I really, really enjoyed this book. I'll talk about it more in my wrap up, but it was just I just loved learning about her, and there's a lot that goes on in the White House that I was not aware of, and just kind of like the day-to-day stuff that you don't really think about. It was just really, really interesting, and she's so powerful, and she's so, like, good-hearted, and I just loved every second of it. It was great. I liked it a lot. So this is my favorite nonfiction right now. The next question is your favorite fantasy, and mine right now is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I don't have my copy with me because my fiance is currently reading them, but I really, really enjoyed this. I read this one in February, I believe, and I just devoured it. It was amazing. I understand why everyone is obsessed with it, so this is my favorite fantasy right now. The next question is your favorite contemporary right now, and I'm going to go with If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. I have talked about this book a dozen or more times in the past year. I read it last year, and this was, I believe I made it like my very top read of last year. I just adored this book so much. So yeah, this is my favorite contemporary right now. I just love everything about this. So the next question is your favorite romance, and for me this is just a book, like, it can be all about romance, or it has like romance is a very strong theme in it, and I couldn't decide, so I have 2, and they are When Dimple Met Rishi and Autobiography. I just adore these 2 so much. I read them both last year. They're amazing. They have really cute love stories in them, and they are totally different, and I just love that about them, and they just make my heart happy whenever I think about them. The next question is your favorite series right now, and mine is the Illuminae Files, because I did finally finish Obsidio in March. That will be in my wrap-up. I will talk about that some more, but I finally finished it. I just love how they're written. I love what they're about. I love especially how, like, at first I thought they were going to be about very separate things, but they all kind of go together, and I just love that so much. So yes, this is definitely my favorite series right now, and it was so good. I liked it a lot. The next question is, what is your favorite classic right now? And this can be whatever you deem as a classic. It's totally up to you. And I'm going to choose Persuasion by Jane Austen. I adore this book. It and Pride and Prejudice are like right up there with Jane Austen books, but like right now, I think this one's winning just by a tad. So I really, really adore this book. The next question is, what is the book that you are most excited for that you have bought so far this year? And I have 2, because again, I cannot decide. And the first one is 4321 by Courtney Stevens, and the other one is The Black Coat by Colleen Oakes. These are 2 very, very different books, but I'm just really intrigued by them. When I read the synopsis, it just grabbed my attention. So these 2 are the ones that I've bought so far in 2019 that I'm just the most excited for. The next question has 2 parts, and it is, what is the book that you are most looking forward to reading? And part 1 is a book that is coming out this year, and part 2 is just a book that you already own. The book that is coming out this year that I'm totally excited for comes out in a couple months, so it's not out yet, but it's called Soul of Stars, and it is the second, or the sequel to The Heart of Iron that I raved about last year. I adored this one. It's kind of like an Anastasia retelling, and it's part 2 to this, so I'm totally excited about that, and I can't wait. And the second part, which is the one that comes any time before this year, and I have chosen The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. I wanted to go with one that had been out for quite a while and that I've had maybe not on my shelf for the longest time, but has been written for the longest time. So and this is definitely on, I believe this is on my list of 12 that I want to read this year. So I am excited to read this. Sorry about the glare, the lighting is not great for white books. So, but yes, this is the one that is the oldie, I guess you could say, that I'm excited to read. I have books everywhere, it's a hot mess. And the next question is the book that's cover you are obsessed with, or your favorite cover right now. Now, this is really hard for me because I have a lot of covers that I absolutely adore. But this is the one that just has been sticking out in my mind and I can't think of anything else, and it is called The Antidote by Shelley Shakir. This one came out this year, but look at this absolutely gorgeous cover. I'm obsessed. It's so pretty. The next question is your favorite bookmark, and I have not one, but like a series, and that is anything that Ink and Wonder does. Owlcrate uses them a lot in their boxes, so it's these like really thin wooden bookmarks by Ink and Wonder. This is a Game of Thrones, and this one I believe is from Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and I do have a third one also from Game of Thrones, but it's in a book and I don't remember which one it is. But I just love them. I love wooden bookmarks, and these are so thin that I don't see that weird like gap in my book. So I love Ink and Wonder bookmarks. They just, especially the wooden ones, they're just so pretty. The next question is your favorite spot or situation to read in. I have a very special reading chair. It's just enough away from the books that I can see them, but they're not all the way gone, and I can move it a little bit and I can put my feet up on my bed, so it's just great, and it's so comfy and cozy, and can put a blanket, and there's like a spot for like a mug next to it if you want to have like tea or coffee or hot chocolate or whatever you want in whatever season that you are reading. So I love that chair. It's so comfy. The next question is your favorite movie adaptation of a book, and mine right now is probably because I read the book not that long ago, but it is Sense and Sensibility, and this is specifically the BBC one. I do have the other version, and I do really like that one, but for some reason this one has been stuck out in my mind, probably because Dan Stevens is in it, and I haven't seen this one quite as much as the movie that I have. So yes, I really am enjoying this adaptation, so that's the one I'm gonna go with here. So the next thing is, or the next question is, what is your favorite replica from a book? And mine is actually right behind me, and it is my Time Turner necklace. Now I always have it right over here just because I think it makes my bookshelves look pretty cool, but I do enjoy, you know, wearing it occasionally, and it's on my candle that is specifically a Hufflepuff candle, but it is not the best material, so it has kind of rusted a little bit, or not rusted, but you know, some of the gold has come off a little bit, but I still adore it, and it's got real sand in it, and it actually like moves around and turns, so I just love it. I love it so much. So the next question is a nerdy or book related item, so not necessarily something that is a replica from a book, just a bookish thing, and for me right now it is this candle that we got in Owlcrate in the March box. Mine is the Malachi one. You can get a bunch of different ones. It is made by In the Wick of Time, but also it is from the Savage Song, and while I have not read that series, and it's not really one that I'm interested in, it smells amazing, and that's why I'm obsessed with it. It smells like pomegranate, and I cannot get enough. It's that very like nice berry smell. The next question is your favorite book accessory, and mine are my reading planners. Now I have two because I am extra, but so this one is the one that we got from Owlcrate in December, and this is my actual like planning and like charting out exactly what books I'm reading, how long it took me to read them, like a few thoughts on them, and what I gave them as a rating. And this other book is just kind of all my other bookish things, but it also charts, you know, like the books that I want to read this year, and then the books that I've bought so far this year, as well as like this is my Owl Readathon, you know, TBR. So it keeps track of a bunch of bookish things that I don't have room for my planner, but this tracks what I'm reading and when. I don't know what I would do without them. They like keep me sane. The last question is your favorite art print based on a book. and this one comes from The Cruel Prince, and I showed it in my Wicked King special edition box. So if you haven't read The Cruel Prince, look away, because I think it does spoil the ending a little bit, but it is this absolutely gorgeous one. I absolutely adore this. It's so beautiful, and I just can't get over how amazing it is. Okay, so that is it. My room is a hot mess, but those are the books and bookish things that are my favorites as of right now. If you would like to do this tag, by all means, consider yourself tagged. I think it's a lot of fun. I'll leave all of the questions down below for you guys. But otherwise, that's it. I will see you guys in my next video.